Hello, everybody, and welcome back to episode 17 of the Everything Motor Racing podcast. We are back again after basically a week off because we needed a rest. We're also very ill, and yeah, we're back anyway. And I hope you've missed us. But yes, I'm back again with Jacob Ward from Now Moto.
Hi guys. Yep. Sorry we took a week off. I know it's legal, but here we are.
Naughty, but we're once again missing Gary because he's just far too busy for us these days apparently, but he should be back next weekend, so fingers crossed.
Yeah, 2 in a row now that he's missed. Like we're gonna have to seriously consider like a replacement Gary.
Yeah, like a Gary Lee version 2.
Yeah, one that doesn't attend races.
One that isn't busy.
Yeah.
And has a life unlike us, apparently. You just sit in our bedrooms chatting rubbish about racing, but you know.
Someone's looked at the comments.
Honestly, like...
What was I called? That Gimp Taffy, someone called me.
Oh, stuff like that, yeah, because apparently, Jacob, we know nothing about racing, you know. Obviously, I've been doing everything about racing for 6 years now, and I don't know anything about racing, so I think I'm going to have to retire.
Yeah, I mean, it's probably for the best, isn't it? Like, if we know nothing, you know what I mean?
And obviously, we've never been to a race either, so that photo of us at Silverstone is obviously photoshopped.
Yeah, it's literally just me sat in my bedroom crying.
Yeah, it's not real. So, yeah, I do apologise to all our listeners who do listen to this podcast, because we don't actually know anything, absolutely nothing about racing.
Yeah, I know, but sometimes people might think actually they don't, but we do.
Yeah, so we got to listen to this geezer on Facebook who clearly knows much more than everybody else in the world about how things work. So
yeah, I put him on my story. It's always nice to have a nice message like that.
No, but big respect to everybody who does give us love. It is massively appreciated. Obviously, we get quite a few messages from you saying you enjoy the podcast and all that, and it genuinely does make our day. So obviously, thank you very much for that, because we do work pretty hard.
The thing is, as well, it's like, as long as the good people drown out the dicks, then it's worth it, no?
Pretty much. But there are always going to be knobheads. You just got to filter past it, you know. But yeah, thank you to those people who do support us in this mythical journey.
Yeah. Well, I didn't say it's mythical. It's actually happening.
Yeah, but like, where the hell are we going to end up?
We're not chasing a fucking unicorn, are we?
We might do, mate. It's like an impossible dream. Like, oh, make it in this sphere of racing. You know.
Well, you're not going to make it with that attitude. Positive thoughts.
Positive. Breathe positive energy.
Yeah, exactly.
But yeah.
Get some crystals, you'll be fine.
Yeah, oh god, and some bloody, what is it, the thingy scents? What are they called?
Yeah, the incense.
That's it.
Burn some lavender, we're going to make it.
Some stones, you know, and that's it. That's all you need, mate. Who needs... No, I'm not going to finish that sentence.
Anyway. Crystals, happy days.
There we go, sorted. But yeah, I mean, right now we're obviously bang in the middle of the... Where are we? Bang in the middle of the what? What's it?
Off-season, mid-season break.
Summer break. That's it. And so there's really no news at all. Obviously, we had World Superbikes last weekend at Donington Park. We've got British Superbikes this weekend at Knock Hill. Moto America are at the...
hang on, Jack, hang on. We don't mention British Superbikes, so...
yeah.
Don't say that.
Yeah, sorry, but everything not British Superbike.
Everything not BSB racing.
Yeah, but, you know, there's plenty of racing on, but... Yeah, there's no MotoGP, man. Like,
yeah, it's depressing, isn't it? It's not as bad as winter, don't get me wrong, but it's still pretty depressing.
Winter sucks, but yeah. So it's like there's no new news either. Like, we've had Aaron Canet confirmed, obviously, at the Pons team, but apart from that...
Yeah, I expected an explosion of news, and there is none. Like, obviously, we
none.
know about Maverick leaving. Like, that was confirmed pretty much on the day of the last podcast.
Yeah.
And then the Monday morning, obviously, we realised, him and Monsieur Lynn Jarvis has cried and said, here we go. Out you go.
Yeah, ciao, motherfucker. Yeah. Ciao, motherfucker.
But now, we have no news on a replacement, even though we're pretty sure it's going to be Morbidelli. But of course, there has been news of a certain Irishman is in the frame.
Well, there's a few riders in the frame, with obviously Miguel Oliveira, if I can get my words out. Miguel Oliveira.
Yeah, Miguel, I think, it's like you could offer him whatever you want. He ain't gonna take it. He ain't leaving KTM.
He's gonna stay loyal to KTM. Like
Yeah,
they've pushed him through every class.
Yeah, like the only time he left it was to go to Leopard, which they didn't have Moto2 class at that time.
Exactly, yeah.
As soon as a Moto2 chassis happened, boom, Miguel's on it.
Yeah, exactly. He's got KTM running through his veins,
Yeah,
so when Yamaha came to the frame and was like, "Oh, do you want to ride for our Monster Energy bike?" He was like, "No."
Yeah, like if you cut Miguel and Brad Binder, they would be orange, not red.
Like Marc Marquez, they'd be blimmin' orange.
Yeah, Repsol. Well, they'd be petrol for him because Repsol, if you oil.
Yeah, true. The Brad Binder and Miguel Oliveira just bleed Red Bull. That's all it is.
Yeah, nice
Red Bull flowing.
Nice fluorescent colour.
Looks like piss, mate.
He's like, how much are you drinking if your pee looks like that? Christ.
Oh, I don't know. Yeah, but you know the colour of Red Bull, like.
Yeah, but it doesn't look like pee.
Yeah, it does.
It's too green.
Does.
You need to go to a doctor, man.
Well, no, maybe it's a bit brown, but as in the Red Bull. The Red Bull is brown.
Oh God.
I'm sorry.
Well, there we are. We're finding out things about Deck today.
The Red Bull is a bit brown, all right?
Yeah. No, but going back to it in the thing, I think Miguel is just he's never going to leave KTM. The only time he's going to leave KTM is to leave the paddock.
I mean, maybe in a few years, but I don't know. I think him and Brad are very much solidified in their seats.
Yeah, well, Binder, as we know, signed a 3-year contract, didn't he? So
yeah, and Miguel's obviously already contracted for next year anyway. But now Yamaha have pretty much, because Miguel, my God, because Maverick Vinales is out of the frame, they've got about £6 million to play with.
They
to sign a rider,
and I guarantee they're gonna piss it up the wall because it's Yamaha.
Yeah, they're gonna. Yeah, like you've said, it's Yamaha. They've got a lot of riders they can go for. Dovizioso is a free agent, but at the end of the day, he's 35 years old and he's donned in Red Bull again.
Yeah, that's what I was about to say. It's like everybody saying, "Oh, go Dovi on the Yam." Why? It's he's aside from the fact he's basically geriatric in terms of MotoGP.
He's been there, done that anyway. Isn't he?
Got a Yamaha. And Red Bull basically fund his life now.
Yeah,
Monster ain't gonna do that. Not being funny, they just not.
It's a team sponsor though. If he went to Yamaha, it'd be a team sponsor and not a personal sponsor. As soon as he left Tech Free, bang, they dropped him.
Yeah.
And whereas Red Bull, he's left Ducati and he's still a Red Bull rider because it wasn't a team sponsor. Monster like to sponsor teams and not riders. For example, Cambobier lost his sponsor even after winning 6 Moto America titles, 5, but then obviously if he includes the Supersport title, he won 6 under Monster.
Good save.
Garrett Gerloff obviously won the he won various races and 2 Supersport championships with Monster Energy logos all over him. As soon as he goes to World, no Monster Energy anywhere.
Yeah.
So Dovi would be the same. If he left Yamaha, or once he left Yamaha to retire, Monster wouldn't stay there. He's got Red Bull, and they have stayed with him. There's a photo around on social media the other day because he does this jet surf or whatever, and the blimmin' jet ski was covered in Red Bull logos. He was wearing a Red Bull hat. He had a Red Bull vest thing on, the life jacket.
Yeah, he don't mess about. He knows what he's doing with his sponsors.
Yeah, and so I can't see him leaving Red Bull again. He was sponsored by Red Bull way back in 2006 and 5.
2004 when he won the 125 title. He was Red Bull rider.
Yeah, he's not going to drop them again after they've jumped back on him again.
Nah, he's not stupid. You know what I mean? We all know Dobby's a very intelligent man. Yeah, he knows where his bread is buttered, and he ain't gonna do it. He's not an idiot, straight up.
he might prove us wrong, because I didn't think Lorenzo would go to Repsol Honda because he'd have to drop his really strong partner Monster Energy for Red Bull, but he did it. But then he's straight back to Monster as soon as he leaves.
Yeah, I think there was a bit of a backdoor deal going on there, wasn't there?
Yeah, there was a. We'll linger in the picture, but obviously wear this one whilst you're contracted to wear it.
Yeah, that's it. Basically, it's your fridge is still full of Monster, but oh yeah, you love Red Bull, mate.
Yeah, it's why I can't see Raul. Obviously, we mentioned it before, but it's why I can't see Raul Fernandez leaving because he actually was sponsored by Red Bull when he was in the Chev in Moto3.
Do you know what does my sweet though? Is when people are saying, "Oh, get a top rack on the bike." This is why he won't get on the bike.
Red Bull.
Yeah.
They're paying him. They're paying him
Seven
obscene
figures.
amounts of money. Yeah,
Yeah, 7 figures for a win.
Yeah. So
And aside from that, Keenan Sofuoglu basically dropped Kawasaki because of how they treated him. Like
it's
he's going to stay loyal. Like there's no other way to put it. He's happy in Superbikes. End of story. No top rack in MotoGP. And come back to this if it happens, but this is about as likely to happen as me ended up with Dua Lipa. It's not going to happen.
Well, obviously, Top Rack signed 2 more years anyway, so he's out of the frame anyway. But I don't think he's getting 7 figures a win, but he's definitely getting paid big back, more than say Jonathan Rea would be getting.
7 million lira. So I don't know what that works out at. But a million lira a win. But Turkish lira is mad weak. It could be 3p in our money. You know?
What's it? Lira? Oh, yeah, I've got it here. Right, so 7 million lira.
Well, 1 million.
He's getting 1 million. All right, 1 million lira is why won't Google tell me? Come on, man! Oh, for God's sake! All right, hold on. It's coming. I'm not even gonna edit this out, so you can just listen to me. Come on, man. You go. 1 million.
Dex right in the struggle bus.
1 million lira is. Oh my God, dude! Are you mad? Wait, are you sure he's getting that much? 6-7 figures lira?
Yeah, well, whatever it is translates to in euros, blah, blah, blah.
Well, in Great British pounds, that's 84 grand.
Yeah, that's about right.
84 grand a win. If that's true, because obviously we don't know if it is fully true, that's true, that is... Ooh,
yeah.
There's no way he'd leave if he's getting 84 grand a win.
Yeah, well, we are pretty sure it's 7 figures a win, so that's a minimum.
What's your source? I'm genuinely intrigued.
Oh God, I can't even remember now. I've read it more than one.
All right.
I'm just racking my brains. I can't actually think where I read it. I'll find it.
Even so, that is
that's even not if that much in the grand scheme of things, really.
To be fair, even if he's getting 10% of that, it's still mega money for a win, isn't it?
Yeah, but apparently from what I think it's the Sofuoglu thing of, because Keenan himself didn't take home much of a base wage, but his win bonus was obscene.
His win bonus when he was riding in Superbike Super Sport, and this is confirmed, by the way, this is official, he said it in an interview, he was getting paid more than Superbike riders. He's got, his net worth is 20 million euros.
And I think Top Rack follows the same...
he'll have more because he's in the Superbike class,
Yeah, but I think his base wage is probably more, but I think it's lower than some, but the win bonus is obscene.
Oh, he'll get stupid win bonus because obviously he's Keenan's protege, so Keenan will have linked him up with everything he had.
Yep.
It's support from Turkish government and all that as well,
So that's why I totally buy that it's Red Bull money that's, funding Top Rack, and that's why he won't go to Petronas or Monster Energy Yamaha.
Exactly. There's for him, there's no reason to leave. He's winning races consistently. But he's leading the flipping championship now. And so there's no pull to go anywhere else when.
Yeah, why would he?
Yeah, exactly. He's winning races. You're still at the top level. It's not MotoGP, but it's still the top level of a world championship, like you just said.
Yeah. Imagine if that's his win bonus, what's his championship bonus?
Well, let's put it into perspective. I think Casey Stoner got 3 million for winning with Ducati and then 5.4 million for winning with Honda. If Top Rack's getting that stuff, he'll get obscene money.
Yeah.
Yes, it won't be as much from Yamaha, but then the Turkish sponsors. Ooh.
Yeah, the Red Bull money alone.
Yeah. Well, Marquez is getting 25 million a year, and when he wins a title, he'll be getting.
But that's just his Honda salary as well.
Yeah, that's just Red Bull and all that on top, mate. Marquez is one of the highest paid sportsmen in the world.
Mark has bank, you know what I mean? Mark is Gucci,
Can you imagine how many people he's got chasing after him?
Yeah, it's Gucci as hell. Let's be honest, he's not going to want for anything when he finishes his career.
No, he got paid 25 million euros last year to just chill a snake.
Yeah, he forfeited to give it back, didn't he? But
yeah, he did, yeah.
But Honda refused.
You don't look at him, though. He doesn't act like he's loaded. You look at, say, Fabio Quartararo is wearing the Gucci, he's wearing this, which fair enough, if you want to spend your money.
He's not.
Yeah.
In his head, he just rides bikes.
He's still up them and lives with his parents.
Yeah, like in his head, he's just a bike rider. Like I think, come the end of Mark's career, we'll see him probably splash it a little bit more. Like, he drives a Honda Civic, for God's sake.
Yeah,
like he could have had an NSX off Honda, and he went, "Nah, I don't want to."
Yeah, he's quite
humble.
Yeah, I'd say he's humble, but then a lot of Plymouth.
Yeah, but the Facebook experts would have you disagree, and apparently he's just a grub.
Yeah, so hey, but like moving back onto the subject, so it's tough. I would love to see Morbidelli get that seat, but with Yamaha trying all these other riders, I'm like, why? He's literally already contracted to ride a Yamaha. Just put him in your factory team.
That's it. You've got the ready-made replacement there. Like, I don't. It's like you've got a pizza, you've got pepperoni ready to chuck on it, and you think, no, I want pineapple today. When there's no point in having pineapple when you've got the pepperoni ready to go.
That's really a weird thing to say.
Well, pepperoni's shit. If you like pepperoni on a pizza, you're a weirdo.
What?
Pineapple, not pepperoni.
I was going to say, mate, pepperoni is like god tier pizza.
No, if you like pineapple on a pizza, then you're just a confirmed, like, weirdo. End of story.
Well, to go on a bit of a side thing, right? We had a debate in the work office because somebody has a seafood pizza. And like they swore by it. They were like, this is the best pizza in the world. Oh, we love this pizza.
But the seafood lovers do tend to, don't they? Like, obviously, we've got Matic in the background of us, and he likes tuna on a pizza.
Oh, that is
Matic,
disgusting.
you're a confirmed fruit butt.
And like, you went out and got a tuna Subway. Like, I like tuna, but come on, man, that's a waste of a Subway, man.
And a waste of a pizza. Nah, fuck that.
Yeah, like,
but like the analogy stands. Pizza. Like, you basically I wouldn't say seafood because it's like, not many people like seafood, and like Raul Fernandez is not a seafood pizza, is he? He's still a damn good rider.
No, Raul Fernandez is a meat feast.
Yeah, exactly. He's still a damn good pizza, but when you've got pepperoni ready to chuck on it, why the hell would you put anything else on it?
Yeah, that's a bit of a weird analogy, but okay, I'll go with it.
Franco Morbidelli is pepperoni.
Pepperoni equals confirmed.
Yeah.
What if he's like a vegetarian now and he's just
tough tits? We've said it now.
Yeah, Franco Morbidelli, you're a fake veggie.
Imagine if he listened to this and he just thinking, fuck you guys.
Hey, to be fair, whoever's listening right now is probably like, what the hell are they chatting about?
Well, people tend to like it. Because they're as weird as us. It's fine.
Yeah, but remember, we're sat in our bedrooms chatting shit, so,
Yeah, we don't actually know anything. But what I'm trying to say is, like, Morbidelli is the perfect replacement, isn't he?
Oh, yeah. There is no better rider to replace Maverick Vinales than banging Quattararo next to Morbidelli again,
Yeah, they worked at Petronas. It would work again. Petronas, I think, are a little bit up the creek right now, honestly.
Up shit creek with that paddle, right? Yeah.
Because, obviously, they're going to lose Franco. Like, pretty much we know Morbidelli has had the offer. The agreement has been come to. So
For Yamaha?
Yeah. Like, signatures are needed, but the Yamaha and Petronas have come to the agreement. So as soon as that's signed, like, Morbidelli is going to be a factory rider. We expect no less.
That's what people have said.
Yeah,
that's the talk.
Hearing, like, I've got no reason to doubt it. You know what I mean?
No, but take that with a pinch of salt, just in case, because you know what people are like.
So that leaves Petronas 2 riders, and
with
Morbidelli and Quattararo would probably be top of their list as Yamaha riders. So where do they go?
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, the rumor that Sky Sports Italia put out is that Jonathan Rea they're after. Yeah,
they're considering Johnny Rea apparently, and balls.
Bullshit, man.
I'm calling official bullshit.
Well, I put an article out. It's quite funny actually. I put an article out about it, right? And was like, basically, because I do like a rumor mill, and I put an article out, and obviously you got to get a clickbait title in there so people click, blah, 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 get people through on the website. And so I was like, Vinales to VR46, Jonathan Rea to Yamaha, and you could tell no one bloody read it. Like, don't get me wrong, thousands of people have read it, but the comments were all just, that's bullshit, you're making fake news up, this is fake news. It's like, freaking read it, mate. I debunked it and said it's a load of shit.
Yeah, that's it. Like, I just, it is actually balls with Rea. There's more chance of Maverick going to VR46 than there is for Rea to go to Petronas.
There's more chance of bloody Maverick Vinales going to Petronas Yamaha.
Imagine that. Like, that'd be seamless.
That'd be weird. But imagine that would be strange.
Like, Maverick, we know is Aprilia bound.
Yeah, pretty much. Like the top sources have said he's already signed the deal. You know, this is like top sources in the paddock. I'm not going to name one because I think he's a knobhead. I won't say where he works, but
don't see eye to eye.
No, they've confirmed it. And obviously, Ricard Hover's confirmed it as well.
Yeah.
You know, and he's on the ball. You know, like he's Maverick.
He's Maverick, like personally connected with him. You know what I mean? Like,
yeah,
he's not just some dude on the street like the other guy we mentioned.
Yeah. No, I'm not going to say what I was going to say. I'm not going to say what I was going to say. But, you know, like Maverick Vinales to Aprilia is pretty much confirmed. Yes. So but Jonathan Rea, right, I just want to go down this little alleyway quick. Jonathan Rea has signed a basically career-ending contract with Kawasaki, which means he will basically race for them until the end of his career. When they announced the contract, they never confirmed how many years he would ride for them. It was just until the end of his career.
It's when he decides to call it quits, basically.
Yeah.
Like, in theory, he could quit at 46, you know?
Yeah. But the thing is, Yamaha have €6 million. They can buy him out of that contract.
It's not about buying it out, though, is it? Rea's happy.
Yeah, exactly. Why would he give it up for a MotoGP go at 35 years old?
Let's be real. Going into that MotoGP paddock from SBK right now would be hard as hell. Yeah. Like, there's no way he would be near the front straight off the bat.
No,
like Garrett Gerloff is a podium man in World Superbikes. He went to Assen. He was, like, with respect to him, he was awesome. But he was still a back marker.
But he was on obviously 2-year-old bike.
Yeah, but the point is the jump is as big as it's ever been for me.
It's massive jump. It's literally like the jump is comparable to like F1 and MotoGP.
Well, it's like British Supersport and Moto2, isn't it? It's just such a big jump.
Yeah.
That is such a big difference that it's going to take you at least half a season to get your head around the machinery before you can even think about the tracks.
Yeah, exactly. I mean, well, when you look back at the last 10 years, the only rider to successfully... There's only been 2 riders to successfully make the jump in the last 10 years. And that's Ben Spies.
Weirdly, they're both Yamaha boys at the time.
Yeah. Obviously, that's Ben Spies, who won a race, obviously at Aston. Then Cal Crutchlow won 3 races. Other riders have tried the jump. Obviously, Loris Baz, Eugene Laverty and stuff, but they didn't perform as
well. They did well. Machinery also.
Yeah, they were, exactly, like Ford Yamaha and then the Avintia, which has forever been crap until...
Like, we don't even know at this point if Petronas is still going to have a 2-year-old bike alongside a factory bike next year.
Well, Franco's been confirmed to have a current gen bike next year.
But that would be a given when he moves anyway, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, we don't know what Petronas are getting as the second bike, because literally the entire time they've run a year or 2-year-old bikes. Even when Fabio joined.
Yeah, when Fabio, they had an A spec and a B spec. Yeah. And Fabio's was tuned down against Morbidelli's until Fabio started performing, so then they tuned it up again.
So we don't know if they're going to have 2 2022 bikes yet.
Yeah, we have no idea.
So Rea could be going for a 2020 Yam, right?
He's not going to give up. You know, he's comfy in World Superbike. You know, why would you give that up?
He's happy. His family's happy. You know, you can tell, like, his family are loving being around where he is now.
Yeah.
Like, why would he want the stress of MotoGP?
Exactly. He's good at what he does. Leave him be.
Yeah, like,
stop making stupid rumours up.
What really piss me off is when people say, "Oh, you need to go to MotoGP to prove you're the best." That's not the case. Like,
no way.
He's won multiple world championships. World fucking championships.
Yeah.
You know, it's not like he's playing tiddlywinks on the floor in his house, you know what I mean? It's still a world championship level title, and he's won several of them.
Yeah,
like,
exactly.
He got nothing to prove and if he goes to MotoGP, more power to him. I would respect the hell out of him and the balls he would show to move. But he doesn't need to. They don't want him. Piss off. Basically. Yeah.
Bloody hell.
Fake news. No, apparently I'm a peddler of fake news, so, you know, I can recognise it.
You are a fake news expert.
Yeah, so I can recognise it, Nah, it's not going to happen. End of story. Watch it happen, though, just to make me look like a right cock.
Oh, mate, if that happens, mate, like, fair play again if he does do it, but I just can't see it happening, mate.
Yeah, there's more. It's like Top Rack. There's more against than for.
Yeah, there's more cons than pros.
Yeah, like Moto2 riders, there's only pros.
Yeah.
World Superbike race winning championship contender riders, nah.
Well, there's pros for like Garrett Gerloff, for example. He's young. He's still got so much time left for his career, so there's so many pros.
But
pros outweigh the cons there.
With respect to Gerloff, he's not in contention for a World Superbike title, is he, right now?
No, so he's got less to lose.
Exactly. Top Rack and Jonathan Rea are the two contenders.
I do think next year, say if Gerloff stayed and was on good machinery, I think he could contend.
Yeah, no, I agree with you 100%. But as it stands right now, he is not a championship contender.
No,
and
but that's why
he's gonna be moving to MotoGP anyway. On one of the Petronas seats.
Thing is, though, it's the other side of the garage because I worry, mate. I struggle and I worry because, with all due respect to the rider, I rate him. He's a good guy. I respect him. He's
21st in Moto2 is not movement up. Everybody said, "Oh, Fabio did it." Fabio was a race winner and a podium man, not at the level of Dixon. Dixon has shown at the front, but he hasn't managed to finish a race yet, or even come near a podium.
Yeah, he's like I've said, he's a good rider.
Oh, he is.
He knows what he's done, but he's been shaken off massively from his injury last year and hasn't returned to form. The next half of the season will be imperative because of their tracks he's strong at. You got Austria, you got Mazzano, you got the tracks that he's
plus
decent
5
at.
more weeks of healing.
Yeah, and he's got Silverstone where, he's done more laps on that track than everybody else on that grid. So
don't get me wrong, I'll just speak for both of us here, and I'm not saying Dixon is not good enough, because he could well be. But right now, he's showing that he's good enough, and I don't think he is.
Well, you're only as good as your last race.
It's not through, some of it's through no fault of his own, but at the same time, he needs to maybe sit down, have a look at himself, and think, right, reset, because his confidence is low as hell as well. And this isn't the Dixon that we know. He's normally, bouncing around, bubbly, confidence sky high. So he needs this 5-week break to reset and refocus.
And dig deep, because you are literally only as good as your last race. And if you're comparing his season from MotoGP seat, it's just not good enough. His teammate's got a podium. Yeah,
he's 21st in the standings. Fabio Quartararo was, 7th, 8th when Petronas picked him up. He wasn't...
Yeah. He had a win.
Yeah. He had a win. He had a podium, followed that up twice at Assen, and then the next race, I forget where. They didn't have to scroll to the second page, for example, of Moto2 standings, like they would have to with Dixon.
Yeah. So it's
there's gonna be some people who just think he needs the seat because he's British, but that is not the case.
No, yes, MotoGP are desperately looking, and Dorna are desperately looking to put a British rider on a MotoGP seat, but Dixon's not it, and forcing it to fit will not work. It's like stuffing a blooming triangle into a square. It might fit, but it's not. It's not.
I'm just gonna say something really gross there, but I stopped.
Oh God! Don't do that, please.
But he's not ready. It's that simple. He's good enough, but he's not ready.
No, he's just
another year in Moto2 will do him the world of good. He still has time on his side.
Yeah, he does.
He's not 30. You know what I mean?
He's got a lot to give. And it'd be welcome back if he didn't make it. He could stay in Moto2. He could, maybe go back to British Superbikes, go to World Superbikes.
I see no reason Petronas wouldn't want him for another year. Vierge's leaving Petronas. They need to keep some form of consistency.
Yeah, obviously that's unconfirmed that Vierge is leaving, but that's the rumour.
But that's pretty much going to happen, because Vierge likes to team hop anyway.
Yeah, oh my God, the amount of teams he's been in, man.
Yeah.
Good teams.
Yeah, if Vierge got the seat over Dixon, I can't see how people would argue. Because he is showing more.
Yeah.
Overall, since they've come into the the paddock. Maybe Dixon's shown more in a shorter space of time, but Vierge's the one's coming up with the results right now.
Yeah, and he's digging deep and he's pulling them out of the bag,
Yeah,
He's had front row starts, he's had poles, he's had podiums for the team.
Yeah, that's it. So honestly, it's I don't think anybody can complain when Dixon doesn't get it. It's that simple.
Yeah, like I said, there's no point, because what would you rather him do? Not get the ride and stay in Moto2 and be alright, or go into MotoGP and drown?
Yeah, going to MotoGP and not prepared, not ready, probably drown. Like, you never know. He might be the best thing.
He might come out of blooming race win,
Yeah, like it could be the best thing for him. Like, pressure might do him, but based on what we've seen in Moto2 with the pressure, I'm not convinced that would be the case.
Not yet, anyway.
No.
Like, obviously, I think he can turn it around, absolutely.
Yeah, I'm choosing my words carefully because he is good enough.
Yeah,
but talent alone is not enough for a MotoGP seat anymore.
No, you need talent, consistency, you need sponsors, you need bloody everything now.
But more than anything, you need mental strength, and right now he hasn't quite shown the level. Like, he's shown enough mental strength to come back from the injury alone.
Yeah.
But in terms of racecraft mental strength, I don't think he's quite there yet.
Well, it's a shame the Avinta team isn't sticking around, because if he had €1 million and finished 19th in the championship, I'm sure they'll snap him up.
Oh, you like Simeon. Stop slating him.
Yeah, I know. I'm slating the team, mate, more than anything, but yeah, I do like Simeon.
Yeah, best chocolate shop owner out there.
Oh, mate, yeah. Yeah, that guy's a legend. But It just shows that talent sometimes doesn't trump everything, because you can come in with a lot of money and get it.
Well, would he have £1 million? That's the other thing,
Dixon, no.
Yeah, that's it. So he wouldn't get the Avinti seat anyway.
No. But, like, even World Superbikes for Dixon, he'd be class in Superbike.
Yeah, he showed enough in British Superbikes, didn't he?
Yeah,
and
exactly.
Basically, World Superbikes is basically international tracks British Superbikes at this point, isn't it? With the odd other ride nationality in there.
Yeah, so, it's decent.
Like
it's not like his career is going to end now. If for whatever reason he didn't go to MotoGP, and didn't stay in Moto2, there's so many other options for him.
He is the best British hope that we have that's currently in the World Championship.
Absolutely.
So, yeah, there's nothing more to add. Like he's good enough, but everything that comes with it, not quite yet.
Yeah, I just don't believe in sticking a rider on the seat just because of the nationality. Gerloff deserves a seat. He's proven he deserves a seat.
What are you on about? Gerloff doesn't deserve a seat. He's American. Come on now. Just for nationality,
Oh, yeah, crap.
All he does is crash into people. He doesn't finish on podiums.
When he got that podium at Donington Park, he said after that he'd been waiting 4 races for it, kicking himself for 4 races. Because he crashed out of podium time 4 times in a row.
Yeah. Like it's all part of the process, isn't it?
Yeah, it is. Just a learning curve.
Like, that's the thing. Like, those words alone of, I was waiting 4 races for this. He's now done it and got the podium. So
he was kicking himself.
Dixon, since he crashed out in Le Mans, has just gone downhill. It's cruel to say, but that's the harsh reality. That his peak was leading that race at Le Mans, and I think it rattled him more than people realise.
It's screwed him up a little bit, and obviously that injury is just absolutely just.
Well, I think the injury was due to trying too hard because of that mistake.
Well, because he knew where he could be at, so you push harder.
Yeah, exactly it, and I believe that's the case. Again, I can't fault him. He pushed the limits, trying to get at the top. Like, fair enough,
Yeah, fair play. Like, at the end of the day, you only get one chance. Fucking put everything you got into it,
Yeah, that's it.
And unfortunately, it was the wet, and he just lost the front. It just dropped out in front of him. There was no way he was saving that crash. It wasn't human error. It was just because it was a wet track, and that corner is like ice in the wet.
Yeah, so I can't fault him for trying. Like, you could never slate someone for crashing out of the lead, in my opinion, because they're obviously pushing the limits to be there.
Yeah, exactly. Like, and at the end of the day, fair play to him. He's led more races than I ever will.
Yeah, that's it. Like,
so
it sounds like we're being horrible about it, but we're just speaking in reality.
Yeah, we just kind of We're a bit brutally honest.
Yeah. Like, if he listened to this, he'd probably hate us, but the fact of the matter is that everything we've said happened and is true, you know?
I wouldn't say true because a lot of it is opinion based, but absolutely, yeah. Like he did lead that race, and he's fallen back now. And like,
that's what I mean.
Yeah, and it's
like the fact is that he is 21st in the Moto2 standings, which just isn't good enough for a rider of his caliber, especially. It isn't good enough.
Yeah, no, it's not, and I think he knows that, and I hope he does come back. You know, he's got Fabio Quartararo as a little like mentor as well, so
the Fabio and Dixon love it is quite cool, actually. I do enjoy it.
Oh, poor Danny Buchan. Poor Danny.
I'm sure his front row at Knockhill this weekend.
Well, a podium, you mean?
Yeah, podium. Sorry, we'll make him feel a bit better.
Yeah, well, we've got him on the podcast soon anyway, so we'll question him about it.
Yeah, we try not to make him cry.
We'll try anyway. But yeah. So moving on a little bit, I just want to put in a massive shout out to our friend Joel Kelso, who's a friend of the show.
No. You're one of them, you.
No, that's cringe.
Yeah, that is super cringe.
Friend of the show. No.
Get back in your box. Like.
Yeah, Joel's just a legend. But yeah, Joel Kelso, who will be on the podcast as well soon. Basically, he took victory in the Chev Repsol at Algarve last weekend.
Yep, he was clearly the quickest rider over the weekend.
Yeah, he topped.
No, it was a fluke.
Every session.
Like for me, it's been coming.
Yeah,
and the World Championship Moto2 experience only helped. Yeah, Moto3 experience. Sorry, only served to further it. You know, like
it just pushed him on. You know,
and suddenly you thought, well, hang on, if I can be at the top 15 pace of Moto3, why am I at the front of Moto3 in Chev? And he comes back and he does it.
Yeah, you know, he's had some torrid luck, bad luck this year with being knocked off and stuff when he was in the front positions, and now he's finally been able to, like, you know, he came back and instantly P1, FP1, P1, FP2. He qualified on pole. He led the warm up with 1,000th of a second ahead of Scott Ogden, and banged out in the race and won by 5,000.
Speaking of that warm up, I'd love to know where Ogden had for breakfast.
Yeah, because he qualified in 20th and then bang, second in the warm up.
Yeah, well, he didn't get the toe, but that's by the by. Like, obviously, someone sprinkled something good on his Weetabix, so
bit of that special sauce, you know.
Yeah, but he just come through and proved that what we knew already, that you know he's good enough to win in Moto3.
Yeah. Exactly, he's now a junior Moto3 World Championship race winner. You know?
He gets the Moto3 Championship win, and then all of a sudden he's verified on Instagram. He's going up in the world, like.
Yeah, he got bloody verification like 2 days after.
Nice little tick next to his name now. He's like, God, can you imagine how many girls you'd tell that if you had it?
Oh yeah, girl, I got a blue tick on Instagram.
I'm a blue tick wanker.
Yeah, I got a blue tick. They're like, oh my god.
Well, you must be going places.
Yeah, but he's probably listening, and he's stopped responding to my messages now that he's got this blue tick. So, I see you there, Joel. I see you. No, it's all good. But yeah, like I was so happy for him. Like literally, I screamed when he won that race. I shouted so much.
I thought Holgado was going to drag into the line.
Mate, I thought he had. I thought Holgado had stolen it on the line.
I
was gutted.
Their entire race, they were all excellent. Like, there's something to be said about the marshalling, and that's a story for another day, because otherwise I'll just go into a 20-minute rant about how shit
mate.
So I'm not going to go there. All I'll say is marshals waving their arms in a track is not effective when you have flags.
And when you got a rider laying the fucking track.
Yeah, like...
Who nearly died because of that incident.
Yeah, get well soon, Voigt.
Get well soon, Harrison.
Yeah, what is it? Tib, fib, and femur break.
Yeah, and then obviously it was a compound fracture, so the bone came through the skin.
Bone sticking out of the leg. So yeah, get well soon, Harrison. Yeah, we hope to see you back soon.
Yeah, he's had some shocking luck this year being smashed into, you know. He literally has just come back from a really bad injury, and then bang, that happens.
Yeah,
thankfully, we've got obviously a race in the Chev in 2 weeks' time, and then he's got until the gap is mental, right? 2 weeks' time, we've got some races. Yeah, and then from July, we haven't got any race until October, and then another one in November.
I don't understand that.
Like, who the hell?
Do you know where I think it is, genuinely? Do you know where I think
What?
it is? I reckon
What?
CEV now know that the level is that high that if anybody gets sacked mid-season, they're going to pick up CEV riders.
Well,
So
yeah,
I
that's
think
the
they want
thing.
him to slot in.
Well, it could be, because at the end of the day, like, Furman Aldersgate now has a lot of time on his hands where he could now do wild cards in the
Do you
World
know
Championship.
what the really
you know?
annoying part is? We
What?
know if he wins both races and Lopez gets P2 and P3 in the next race, he's champion.
He's
So
champion in
imagine
July.
how annoyed you would be if Lopez goes P2 twice and stops him winning the
mate.
title and he has to wait
Literally.
till October.
By 1 point out, and he's got to wait until October.
Yeah, because he is the class of the field, isn't he? And he's
Yeah,
better
he
than
is.
any British supersport rider.
Yeah, but Panny's rubbish because he's not breaking lap records, Jacob. He's rubbish. He's overrated.
Honestly, though, I don't mind messages like that because
No.
it's quite fun to play with.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And I got nothing against him. The one who messaged, I enjoy his messages. I enjoy having a bit of banter with him back and forth. But
Yeah.
to say that he's not a good rider because he's not breaking lap records, etc. That's you can only beat what's in front of you.
Yeah.
And he's
Exactly.
plenty good enough to get into
Yeah.
a World Championship ride. He could slot in right now and score points every race to the end of the
Mate,
season.
he only
asked.
finished in 12th at Mugello on his debut on the Triumph.
Yeah.
Shit, mate. It's fucking shit. Get
But-
him out. He's only 16. Rubbish, mate.
Yeah, but it's I think the gap is so that riders can slot in World Championships and then go back to CV to finish the seasons.
Yeah, I mean, there is obviously that's like Moto 2. There is a Moto 3 race in between there because they're doing Misano. And so the Moto 3 class will race as a support class for the World Championship at Misano. So that'll be interesting.
That's a shop window, if nothing else.
That is a bloody interview of a century, and so
Yeah.
you just know that there'll be so many negotiations going on for next year at that weekend.
If not even that, if you step up and impress
Yeah.
and come maybe top 3 where you maybe hadn't been quite up there previously, suddenly you're firmly in the window of everybody thinking, oh, who's this guy?
Yeah, and because it's Misano, it's a great leveler because lots of the riders who don't race and the rookies there will have never raced there, unless they're Italian.
Yeah.
So it's a great leveler, and I could see a VR the VR 46 riders either racing there or in the World Championship as well.
Yeah, well, I am assuming that they'll wildcard the actual Worlds, both of them.
Yeah, I'd assume so.
But Sura, we think, is going to stay at Snipers regardless, don't we? So
yeah, I think Sura is now a full-time World Championship Moto3 rider, which is so deserved, but I wish he was on a KTM.
Yeah, but obviously where Philip Salich has left Snipers to go back to Bristol, which sort of understanding, fair enough. Sura is not a bad replacement.
He's a freaking good rider, Sura.
So I think Bartolini will be having the wild card.
Yeah.
But anybody who's been in I think any strong CIV rider will be looking to try and snatch themselves a ride at Misano there to try and impress.
Yeah, Matteo Bate.
Yeah, Battelle will be very good there.
Battelle, yeah, sorry. I know you get anal about that.
Well, no, it's not thing. It's just that's how I say it.
But yeah, if Matteo Battelle, I would say, trying to think now.
Zonta van der Gorberg will be good, I imagine, because he's racing the CIV.
Yeah,
on the Beyond. Well, so I'm hoping
it'd be interesting to see who the wildcard, because at the end of the day, there's opportunities to wildcard in the Chev or the World Championship. So,
we know the price of a Moto2 wildcard now.
Yeah,
and in British pounds,
grand.
It's a lot of money. It's like 12 to 14 grand.
Yeah,
if you can find those funds and impress, suddenly you're massively in the shop window.
Yeah, and thankfully wildcards are obviously back on the cards now, so we will see a few. Austria, hopefully we'll see some more. Probably Matsuyama again in Moto3.
Yeah.
But bloody hell, please give Mario Aggi a wild
I was
card.
just about to say that. Aggi's impressive more than Matsuyama at the moment for me.
Mate, he's stunning. He's really good, Aggi. I really rate him.
I don't like the toxicity of some fans that he brings.
Yeah, I was going to say, just a shame his fan base is toxic as fuck.
Yeah, well, not all of them.
not all of them.
I'd say about 1 to 2% of them are toxic, but God, they're loud.
Yeah, it's like 5% makes more issues than 95% of the entire fan base, you know.
Yeah, like I've had messages from people apologising for their comrades' behaviour about Adji. It's like, a lot of them are just normal fans, like.
Yeah. But
he deserves a shot at the World Championship to really show his skills.
Yeah, so does Scott Ogden. Get him wild card at Silverstone.
Yeah.
Go on, Jorge Martinez, you know what you're doing.
Come on, Mr. Aspar, I'll walk your dog for a week.
Get some pocket money in you,
Yeah, because if there's a seat going next in Moto3 next year, Ogden has to be in the window.
Well, it's the second highest Aspar rider in the World Championship, and
because 6 overall.
Yeah, exactly. We've discussed obviously in the past, like Holgado, who we've said will probably go to Aspar if another team swoops in there and bangs him up and pays more, then Holgado might go elsewhere and Scott Ogden's in the window suddenly.
Yeah, so suddenly Ogden is he's the guy, you know. If Holgado decides, I'm going to IO, then that could happen. You know what I mean?
Yeah, and at the end of the day, like there's now an Aspar Moto 2 seat available, so
that's
Garcia,
exactly
who's second in the championship, will go up.
Is going up, isn't he?
I'd hope so.
So then the seat alongside Guevara suddenly becomes very, very desirable.
And if say Holgado goes there, though, imagine how lucrative that'll be for Aspar having 2 junior world championships as teammates.
Yeah.
Oof.
I'm on the fence that Holgado won't go there. But
I think he might, but
at the same time, it would be deserved, and it would suck for Ogden. Don't get me wrong.
Yeah.
But if he doesn't, and then a seat opens up, Ogden has to be first in line. He has to be.
For sure.
On talent alone.
Thing is, though,
let alone being British, which we need in the championship, and already riding for Aspar. On talent alone, he deserves a shot.
There's only one spanner that can be thrown in the works, which is if David Alonso picks up the Rookies Championship and moves. Because then Dorna will activate the rule where he can then race in the World Championship at 15 years old because he's won the Rookies or the Chev.
He's not going to win the Rookies. So
he might do. He's leading it now.
I still don't think he's going to win the Rookies. I'm saying that with a little bit of hope for Scott, but I don't think... I think Holgado is going to... Or possibly Munoz have got slightly more in Rookies overall than Alonso. I think Alonso is still an excellent rider. And the other thing to consider is Alonso's riding the development bike.
Yeah.
So I think they'll want him to stay down another year to ride the current bike.
Yeah, because I think if Alonso's got a podium obviously in the Moto3 Chev Championship, but I could see him winning, say, the Rookies and staying in the Chev for one more year just to get his experience and stuff up.
Yeah, he's still a young guy, you know.
He's 15.
Yeah, like he still has plenty of time on his side.
Yeah. But the thing is, that's what they're trying to do now. They're trying to push riders into the championship younger and younger.
Guevara has skewed it, haven't he? Because Guevara has completely skewed what normal is now.
Yeah. And, of course, Pedro Acosta.
Yeah, like they've literally... If that's the new normal, it's worrying. Because you need to be on top of your game at all times.
We're going to start seeing 14-year-olds just absolutely blitzing it in the Chev at some point soon.
But that's not a new thing. Fabio did it. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he did. Yeah. He won his first Chev Moto3 World Championship at 13 years old.
Like, if that's the company as a rookie at that age, then that's not a bad benchmark, is it? You know what I mean?
No. I still can't believe that. 13 years old and he was winning the Chev Championship.
Yeah, when you got it, you got it.
Sickening. I still remember when...
he needed the humbling.
Yeah, he did, 100%. But, like, I still remember when Jaume Masia was the youngest rider in there at, like, 14, and he was tiny. He was a minuscule kid.
Oh, yeah, he literally did look like the kid off Home Alone at that point. He doesn't anymore, but at that point he does.
He was so small. Obviously riding for the Estrella Galicia team, like...
There was some talent in that year. Bloody hell.
Oh, my God. Let's do it, actually. I'm going to go through the list now, just to...
Well, on Estrella Galicia alone.
Yeah.
That year.
It was... So let's have a look. Yeah, right. CV Moto3, was it 2015? I think it was.
Yeah, it was the year after Fabio left, wasn't it?
Yeah, let's have a look. Yeah, it was. Right, so here we go. This is mental, right? So, Nicolo Balega, champion.
Mm-hmm.
Albert Arenas, Aaron Canet,
Albert
Johan Mir.
Arenas, which would have been on the Mahindra at that point, wouldn't he? For
No,
Husqvarna.
Husqvarna.
Oh, the Husky for Husqvarna.
Yeah. No, Husqvarna for Leglise.
Oh, of course. Yes.
Yeah. And then he was only, 4 points off a championship. Thanks to a well-placed timed crash from Lorenzo Dalla Porta in race 1.
Oh, yes, I remember.
Yeah.
Very coincidental, yeah.
Yeah. But yeah, so obviously Nicolo Balega, Albert Arenas, Aaron Canet, Johan Mir, Jaume Masia, Carol Idampawi, Bo Benschneider, Lorenzo Dalla Porta, Tony Arbolino, Ralph Fernandez, Marco Bezzecchi.
That was a
Kato
vintage year, wasn't it?
Oh yeah, Ayumi Sasaki, Rory Skinner, Maximilian Kapler. Oh, what a name that!
Max Kapler, my God.
That's a name, isn't it? Jeez.
What? Oh my God, that's a throwback and a half.
That is a mad throwback.
Not Max Koffler, by the way, Max Kapler.
Kapler, yeah. German rider, race for the...
He's in IDM now, isn't he?
Yeah,
I think he's still on the 300s, isn't he?
I think he might be, yeah. But he raced for Saxo Print, didn't he?
Yeah.
But yeah, there's some
the
freaking
standard
names.
Honda.
Yeah, Loris Cresson was in it that year as well.
The hell.
And Mark Garcia, Patrick Pullican.
Patrick Pullican.
Oh, I've got a throwback for you. One that was in the who did a few wild cards. Mexican Gabriel Martinez Abrego.
Oh, that's a throwback. Oh, God. But that was a vintage year. My God.
But yeah, that year, like stacked of talent. Like obviously Johan Mir, Masia, Balega, Canet. Oh, like, my God. You know, it just proves that it is.
People say British Championship's better.
Oh, well, obviously the British Championship is better.
Oh, everybody wants to go into the Ducati Tri-Options Cup, don't they?
That's it. They win the Chev Moto 2 Championship, and then that's it. Ducati Tri-Option. And then, yeah.
God, just reading those names, like, it's mind-blowing. That's basically an entire Moto3 field.
Yeah. Well, most of them were... Well, some of them are even in MotoGP when... You go and like some of them are now world champions and multi-champions with Johan Mir, obviously Arenas now as well, you know. Stacked of talent, and every year it's just more and more stacked. The names that are in the championship now, in 5 years' time, will be like, oh my God, that rider, no way, they were there, you know. It's just crazy.
Like reading down that list, I just felt such sadness for Kip.
Oh, I know. Like,
Petronas ruined Kip. No, Kip ruined Kip.
He should not. Right, I'm sorry, but
he should never have ridden with that arm the way it was.
Well, not even that. He should never have left Moto3 after 1 year.
I see why he did it. Agura did it, and he's fine.
But no, Agura did 3 years.
Yeah, but you know what I mean. Like, what showed one good season, and Honda Team Asia want to push him up.
Yeah,
which is fair enough, you know.
Yeah, because they're trying to push through. But after 1 year as a rookie season, like, come on.
The difference is Agura was better than Powie, so he swam, not sunk.
Well, Agura. That's because Agura had more years in the World Championship. Powie did 1 year in the World Championship and was forced to Moto2.
But I'd say Agura was a better rider anyway, honestly. But
yeah.
That's by the by. But like all the Malaysian fans saying, oh, Petronas ruined Powie. They didn't. I'm sorry, but they just did not. Powie ruined Powie by making silly decisions to try in a rush.
But it's mad to think his finger pretty much ended his career like that. It's mental.
Did you see the state of it?
Oh my God, it was shocking.
You know, like when you cook a sausage too long?
That's
what it looked like.
Yeah. But like he had like 6 operations on it before they eventually were like, all right, screw it, we'll cut it off. Like the amount of riders that were missing fingers and stuff like that, and digits, like Roger Hayden and all that, all missing fingers.
Occupational hazard, I'd call it.
Yeah.
What's the thing that hits the ground first? It's your hand.
Exactly. Yeah. It's
unless you eyesight and you land your head, but that's rarer, thankfully.
It's funny with like bikers and all that. Like you either lose your finger by crashing or lose it by lubing your chain up.
Yeah, so I was about to say, or you lose it by getting caught in the sprocket.
Yeah.
I saw that happen once.
Really?
Yeah. When I was racing, because obviously I raced motocross for a while. Guy goes down in front of me. I smash into him. Go over the bars. as I'm picking the bike back up, I just hear like a scream. I look over, and his hand is inside the sprocket, and the bike is just going. Eee!
Oh,
I had to hit the kill switch for him, but I didn't. Like, I probably looking back, I probably should have like tried to move the wheel, but I thought if I do that, I might cut his finger off. So I just hit the kill switch, go back on my bike, and start racing again.
Nice, yeah.
Well,
lots of compassion.
Well, I didn't want to move it in case, like, I would prefer the medics to be the one to cut his finger off, not me.
Yeah,
that's
it. Well, just leave him with your bike and go and race his instead.
Well, no, because his bike was in his own sprocket. That's what I'm saying.
Oh, his finger's in his own sprocket. I
yeah,
thought it was in yours.
No, in his own sprocket.
How the hell did you get your finger stuck in your own sprocket?
From what I could remember about it, because I can't remember the crash like all that well, because obviously it was more the shock of seeing a hand in a sprocket.
Yeah.
But from what I remember, I think he folded the front, and instead of like going forward like you normally do, he tried to like pull back on the bars and ended up sliding off the back. So then he ended up like almost crashing into his own bike.
It's like those people that get run over by their own cars.
Yeah, like what's his face, Brian Harvey out of 5.
Yeah.
But yeah, it was not a sight I want to see again. But the bike was like trying to rev, and I just thought, well, fuck this, like, you know, I gotta do something. So I just hit the kill switch, and then medics arrived. I rode off. Never did find out what happened to him, but
really?
I can't even remember his number or like where he looked like or anything. But I just remember a hand in a sprocket. Like,
great. Probably like telling his kids one day, "This guy knocked me off."
But I didn't knock him off. I hit his bike, not him.
Yeah, that's what you say when we play Ride. Oh, I didn't hit you. I just smashed into your bike.
I just smashed into his bike and went over the bars. Fucking hurt, like.
Yeah.
It did hurt.
Yeah, I'm not surprised.
Needed a new front wheel after that, the bastard.
I don't even know how the hell we got onto that tangent.
Well, because Kip lost his finger, didn't he?
Oh yeah, he did, didn't he? Like, we've had some pretty gnarly injuries these last few years, haven't we?
I'm just, I'm glad serious ones are few and far between. Like the safety equipment does need to take a round of applause for itself, I think.
Oh, mate, like the airbag safety and all. The airbags were probably the best thing that were ever implemented, ever.
Yeah, because imagine how many broken bones they have saved.
Oh, yeah, and live.
Like,
actual
that's
live.
It. Like, if you're going to die on a track, like, it's morbid to say, but if you're going to die on a track, an airbag is not going to save that, is it? Unfortunately.
No, it won't.
Like, if you're going to die, you've had to have really been very unlucky at this point. It's not like in the 70s where you go out, you're probably dead. Now, it's a freak accident. And that's how it should be. Because motorsport is dangerous. It can happen.
Yeah, of course.
But now it's so uncommon and more of a freak accident that it does hit harder almost.
Yeah.
But it's thankfully so rare that because of the safety measures.
Yeah, I mean, fans of like British Superbikes will know of a rider called Aaron Clifford, who I'm quite friendly with, and we had a chat a little while ago, and I made an article.
Oh, friend!
And basically, he destroyed himself like internally, smashed himself to bits.
Oh yeah,
and he said,
horrible.
Oh, shocking accident! He basically got run over, and if he didn't have an airbag, he said he said if he had an airbag, his injuries wouldn't have been anywhere near as bad. And we saw a few weeks at Assen, Pedro Acosta get run over. If he didn't have an airbag, oh my god,
that could have been quite serious internal injuries.
Shocking internal injuries. It protects your ribs, it protects your internal organs.
Well, basically, you become the Michelin Man, where everything's protected.
Yeah.
The only bit it doesn't protect is your head, but then you've got a helmet on.
Yeah, exactly. Like
that's going to be the next thing for me, is like an internal helmet airbag to try and stop. No, genuinely, because now helmets are that safe. The number one problem is concussion.
Yes,
which is obviously your brain rattling in your head as opposed to anything else. I think they're going to try and do an airbag where it sort of locks your head into place almost, like in the helmet, so it doesn't like bounce around. I think that's what's next.
Yeah, but like if you get thrown about, your head's still going to bang against something and move, isn't it?
Yeah, but that's what I'm saying. If the airbag's there and it sort of locks your head against the padding almost,
yeah,
then the risk of concussion would be less. Like, it's still there, but
I'll leave you with that multi-million pound idea, you know. But like
multi-million lira idea.
Yeah, but it's like I know that the MotoGP class riders have different airbags to everybody else because their ones cover like their arse, their legs, and all that. Which is why they look like they're like
the fastest.
Yeah, but they look. That's why they look like an Instagram model after they've crashed. You know, the big butts and the big thighs and all that because they got more. Yeah, because they got bigger like things, you know, and full of silicone, you know. Whereas,
well, that's it. Like the problem is though, you need bigger airbags when you're doing 200 miles an hour.
Yeah,
simple as.
The superbike riders only really have ones on the chest and their arms at the moment, but Alpine Stars and DR and all that are looking at, you know, moving those.
It will become commonplace, even with like Moto3 riders eventually, I think.
Yeah, because they have the MotoGP riders and the Moto3 riders have completely different ones.
You can never be too safe.
Yeah, you can never be. Like, you can be too unsafe, but too safe? No.
Nah, and there's people out there who'll be like, "Oh, it was too safe." Oh, let him
run
on
which
the
was like the 70s. Oh.
Yeah, let him run on the Isle of Man TT. Oh, that's show about the ballsy ones.
Yeah.
Fuck off.
You just hate people, don't you?
I don't know why I look at comments half the time, honestly.
I honestly don't look at comments anymore because the amount of dickheads in comments, especially on Facebook. That place breeds idiocy.
Yeah, no, you're right. It does. And like, if you look at some of the comments, like I'm part of three groups, on Facebook, and all of them have just had knobs flood in lately. And I just want to say, like, slap them and say, "Do you realize how much waffle you're actually fucking talking, mate?"
It's literally why I don't use Facebook because I'm just like the amount of crap you just see on there. Like, but the thing is, the whole sport's been infested by idiots lately. We're going on a tangent here because, like, I've done this thing for like 6 years now, right? And it's been pretty damn good 6 years now. But recently, the amount of shit coming my way from just idiots just speaking out and just calling me a knobhead and just firing me hate for no reason. Like, I've never had this much hate in my life.
Well, I wouldn't say it's for no reason. Like, you are a knobhead.
Well, I know I'm a massive knobhead, but I don't deserve to be called it. Like,
yeah, you just random people to figure out, mate.
Yeah, but like,
no, you're right though. This Facebook at the minute is just like you can't swear at someone, but you can have a completely wrong opinion. Like, you see the thing of COVID-19 and it says, "Oh, this has been fact checked as false. We need a MotoGP fact checker."
Yeah, someone get a MotoGP fact checker, please.
Yeah, someone needs to employ Martin Rains full time to tell everybody when they're wrong.
Yes. Oh, yes, please.
Because, and if you're offended by that, you're probably one of the idiots.
Well, the thing is, like, people make, like, their, they think that because they got an opinion, it's valid.
And,
yes,
sometimes it is, but the delivery is stupid.
Yeah, like, everyone's entitled to opinion, don't get me wrong, but don't act like your opinion's fact. That's the thing, because I'm happy to have somebody tell me if I'm right or wrong and their opinion, that's fine, but act like it's your opinion, don't act like it's a bloody fact.
Well, I'm happy to be proven wrong if I am wrong.
Oh, yeah. Yeah, me too.
But there's still no need to call me a fucking Gib Taffy, for example. You know what I mean?
I've never heard that taffy in my life. I don't know what it means.
It's what English call Welsh people derogatory.
Oh, that's quite funny, that. I like that.
I don't
taffy.
Yeah, I don't get it myself. I just know it's a thing, but I don't even know why.
I've never heard that in my life, but fair enough.
Well, I do, because obviously I'm Welsh.
Yeah, scumbag.
Like,
was that 4-0 to Denmark?
Between that sheepshagger, it's just... And it's like when people say to me, "No, the Euro's coming up. Oh, why do you support England?" Well, because the fucking Italians never called me a sheepshagger. That's why.
That's fair enough. Well, I mean, I sent you Scott Reddin's story the other day, didn't I?
Yeah. I watched it twice. I'm online.
Oh, fucking hell. Yeah, Scott Reddin basically posted a load of sheep onto his story, so obviously I had to send it to Jacob.
Yeah, it was the message that was with it. Dream.
What did I say? Oh, yeah, your dream.
Fuck you.
Dream come true there.
Yeah, but like, if you're one of those people who's offended by what we are saying, chances are it's because it hits home and you're just a dickhead.
Yeah.
So maybe take a look at yourself. And if you don't agree, but you're not one of those people, then fair enough.
Yeah.
There's more than one way to skin a cat at the end of the day. And if you want to be that guy who is respectfully coming to me and saying, "Well, I don't agree with your opinion because of this," and then list your reasons, fine. However, I respect your opinion and why I see why you've said it. Then, we will be the nicest people in the world, and chances are you'll get a good reply out of us.
Yeah, not you're a fucking idiot because
you're a fucking idiot,
shit.
blah, blah, blah.
You don't know what you're talking about. You don't know about racing.
And then we are going to at the end of the day, we make no money from this. We're beholden to no sponsors from this. We can tell you exactly what we think of you.
Off you fuck.
Yeah. And if you don't like it, and you're like, oh, I go to unlike this page. Cool. Later, Tater.
Yeah. Like, I don't care. Unlike me, block me. I do not give a shit.
Yeah, like, later, Tater. We don't need people like you.
Exactly. But I don't want to end on a negative note like that. So I just want to say...
Maybe we should, because it's like, maybe they'll then hit home and be like, sitting here like the fart it is,
No, because I just want to say, Jacob, that it is coming home.
Is it fuck?
It's coming home, Jacob.
It's going to Rome, I think you meant to say.
Shit, wait, we're recording this on the Saturday, by the way. Like, we normally record on a Sunday, we're recording on Saturday.
Yeah, oh my god, it's with the Leap one.
Shit. Yeah, because obviously, right now, I don't know, but it's coming home. I can look like a right twat right now.
We recorded this on the Saturday because he asked to watch this Euros and get his heart broken on Sunday.
Yeah, exactly. I need to see that England are coming home.
But they're not, are they?
England's the only team.
How could you say, like Casper Schmeichel said it best, how could you say it's coming home when it's never been won?
Because it's coming home, mate. Casper Schmeichel lost, mate.
Yeah, but he was not wrong. It's never actually come home in the first place.
Yeah,
if you're talking European Championship, Spain is home.
True. But 1966, mate, it's coming home. 55 years on, it's coming home, bro.
God, honestly, this is why I don't want England to win it more than anything, just because it'll be another 55 years of, we'd be watching like the 2048 Euros, it'd be Slovenia against the Russian Federation of China, and it'll be like, oh, here's a highlight of Raheem Sterling's dive in the semi-final. Yeah. And that's why I don't want him to win it. It genuinely is making me want to puke.
The Russian Federation of China, eh?
Well, I mean, yeah, probably. Okay. Let's be honest. That's like 30 years, 20 years in the future. Chances are at that point it'll just be Russia versus China because two halves of the world. But
fair.
But yeah, it's going to be no, it's because they are like the superpowers and they're going to kill everybody.
Fair enough.
But the point is, it's going to be so much. If they win it, it's going to be another 55 years of looking at that, and they can just fail for another 55 years, but it'll be coming home because they won it in 2021. Do you know what, right? Like, going off on a real bad tangent here. Oh, but I saw a thing the other day. Like, if England lose a match, domestic violence calls go up by 30% in England.
It's terrible, isn't it?
How bad is that? Like we joke about it, but how bad is that?
Shocking, isn't it?
Like come on, man. If your football team lose, you've done it, you bird.
No. We're just going to... This is not even a MotoGP podcast anymore.
Yeah.
Come on,
I'm a Cardiff fan. Can you imagine, right, if I had a girlfriend, how beaten she would be if I did that? Yeah, like, getting a girlfriend is the hard part. Don't get me wrong. But, like, Cardiff always lose. But you don't see me slapping people because of it.
No.
Grow up.
Literally, like... What the hell, man? It's like the Marquez and Rossi fans going to war whenever somebody wins, isn't it?
Like you don't see me punching a cat when Rossi loses, like.
No, it's just a game and it's just a race at the end of the day. We all have our opinions, but it's just a fucking race.
Yeah, like quite literally. If you're one of those who's like thinks Marquez is a grub just because you're a Rossi fan and vice versa, go wash your head, like.
It's literally just a race.
That's the single worst thing about our fandom at the moment.
Oh, MotoGP fan base at the moment is just horrific.
That's just I hate to say, but this is why I can't wait for Rossi to retire in a way.
Why?
Because I miss him on track. Like, what he's done is brilliant.
Yeah.
But how many fake fans are going to piss off and not cause trouble because Rossi's not there anymore?
Well, you've got to say though, it's not just limited to Rossi fans.
Oh no.
Fans.
But at the same time, the bulk of them are Rossi fans. Let's be honest.
I don't want to tie everyone with the same brush because there are a hell of a lot of massive Rossi Marquez fans who are knobheads as well. But...
Yes, I agree. However, it does seem like the bulk, probably because Rossi's the most popular, so his percentages,
which is fair.
But it seems like a lot of the negative comments of Rossi fans lately, and it's just, I can't wait for him to go just so they go.
Yeah,
because true MotoGP fans who actually support Rossi will remain.
Yeah, because there are a lot of people who will leave the sport when Rossi retires.
Good enough for him. Fuck off, I say.
Like, unlike, bye, unfollowed, bye.
Yeah, quite literally. I can't wait. Like it's
but...
the people who like the people who unfollowed Tech 3 when Sayuri left.
And then
Shame on Tech 3. Yeah.
Everybody unfollow Aspar.
Oh, speaking of, because we didn't do the podcast last week, did you see Aspar put up a rainbow flag?
Yes.
And the amount of people who were saying, shame on you, Aspar.
I know.
Unfollow.
Fair play to Aspar squad for that.
Yeah, they
honestly.
didn't have to do that. Like,
no.
You know, we all like make jokes, blah, 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 but we are for total equality here.
Obviously.
Like, I've always said I couldn't give a crap who you're banging as long as it's legal.
Yeah, as long as you're safe, courteous, and are not a dickhead about it and are consensual, bang who you want.
Like, yeah, quite literally.
Like, who cares?
Yeah, but apparently a lot of people seem to care on the Aspar page. If you get a chance, go and look at their post about it, because honestly, some of the comments on there are exactly what we're talking about. Like with Facebook, it's just it's abhorrent. Like,
just show Aspar some love. Show Aspar some love, because they are the first and only team.
Yeah, they're the only team to do it. Like, we can't see, like, with respect to Rossi's team, they're sponsored by Aramco now, or Saudi Arabia. We can't see them doing it.
He's not going to do that. Like, thing is, like, fair play to the Aspar team for doing that, because
they didn't.
Like you said, no one else has done it. No one spoke about BLM. Franco Morbidelli was the only person to speak about that. You know, like, F1 were all over it. MotoGP don't give a shit.
In a way, I'm sort of glad. But it is nice to see it as well. So Absolutely. It's like a double-edged sword.
Yeah, I get what you mean.
Like, they are role models at the end of the day, teams and riders, and if they feel strongly about something, they should be able to speak out about it.
Yeah.
So,
exactly.
Fair play to them.
Yeah. So, to end on a positive note, be kind and respect everyone equally, or hate everyone equally.
Yeah, if you're going to hate people, hate them all.
Don't just hate one group of people, hate everyone.
Yeah, there haven't been really much news this week, have there?
No, we're just pretty much just grasping at straws at the moment. And obviously we don't know anything about racing anyway, so we can't talk about that.
Yeah, this part is only going to reinforce the fact that we don't know shit about racing. Because we haven't really spoke about racing.
No.
This has been more of a opinion-based personal podcast.
Yeah, it's been
Don't worry, it won't be like this next week, so if you hated it, make sure you tell us. But, like I said, make sure you tell us equally.
Yeah, tell us both. Don't just tell Jacob, or don't just tell me.
Yeah, don't just tell the taffy, tell everybody.
Don't tell the Welshman just because he's Welsh, he's a dickhead, but tell him he's a sheepshagger.
Yeah, well, it's not coming home, so it's fine.
It's coming home!
It's not coming home, is it?
It's not. It's not.
Do you know, if it does come home, right? Just if it comes home, right, and all the English people listen to this on Monday and then they decide to message me as come home, I'm gonna block you.
Please do it.
I'm not gonna actually block him.
Please message him. Please message him.
I'm actually gonna puke. Like, this is what I mean about equality. If you're gonna message me as come home, please make sure you message Deck a Minion helmet.
Oh no.
Just equality.
Oh god. Well,
but yeah, like this has been like, if you come here expecting news, sorry to piss on your bonfire, but I hope you've enjoyed it anyway.
Oh, people are gonna hate this episode. I know it already. People
are gonna fucking hate it. But
this is shit.
Do you know what? Like, a lot of people seem to like the looser feel of being down the pub, so maybe you'll be alright.
Yeah. Well, like, apparently we're like just people sat in our bedroom. Where's the comment? I'm gonna read it. This is just a shit waste of time listening. Thought there'd be good content, but you clowns know jack shit about racing. Just a couple of fans sitting in their bedroom, never been to a race. Well, from two clans and never met a racing.
Yeah. Joke's on you. I'm in my office.
Oh, exactly.
I don't have a bedroom, I'm poor.
You just have a box.
Yeah, I sleep outside.
We are Welsh, you know, probably sleep on a farm or something. I don't know.
See, racist.
I don't give a shit, mate. You're Welsh. You're a taffy now.
Yeah, and you're Scouse, so you probably nicked your house.
Probably. I'm a car.
Yeah. Hey, lad. Found a Cosworth?
All right, lads.
Found a fucking Cosworth?
Fucking Cosworth on me.
See me that. Now we've just alienated the Liverpool people as well.
Great.
I mean, they won't listen to it. They're too busy out robbing, but...
No one's going to have listened past, 10, 15 minutes ago when we started talking about BLM and all that, so...
Well, I mean, maybe not. But yeah, let's end on a positive note. Go and show Aspar some love. Yeah. Because not only are they back in our best British hope in winning the championship in Scott Ogden, but they also were brave enough to put the rainbow and support the... I don't know what I would call it as a straight person. The gay movement?
No, it's an LGBTQA plus movement.
That.
There you go.
Yeah. Thanks, Aspar. Well done, lads.
So, yeah, well done, Aspar. Really appreciate the things you're doing, genuinely. And, yeah, this has been Everything Motor Racing Podcast. I hope you've liked it. I hope you've probably not hated it. We'll have potentially a guest on next weekend, so that'll be a bit different. And... Yes, this has been Everything Motor Racing.
And also, one thing I completely forgot to mention.
Oh, God.
That's a good thing. Obviously, as people may or may not know, we're in contact with quite a few riders.
Yeah.
Why don't we ask people who they would like, and then if we're in contact with them, maybe then we can discuss it?
Yeah, that's a good idea. So yeah, if you're all this close, or if you're actually listening to this at this point, let us know who you want on, and we'll try and sort it out. But please don't bloody go and ask for Rossi and all that, because, mate...
Be realistic.
Please be realistic. But yeah, this has been Everything Motor Racing. I hope you've enjoyed listening, and we'll be back next week.
Thanks,
Goodbye.
guys.